Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 20th day of January. Here we go. When a man lifts up the Torah for Hagbah, there are halachas that he needs to consider. Firstly, when the Torah is lifted up, it should be opened up at least such that 3 columns will show to the tzibur, to the congregation. The columns that are in the Torah, at least 3 of them should show. I always like to add in here that show-offy young men like to sometimes open the Torah very wide and show 10 or 12 columns just to show that they're like amazingly strong. That's probably not a good idea. I mean, you could, God forbid, tear the Torah doing that. And showing off while lifting the Torah is not at all what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be humbly showing the Torah to the people. So open it 3 columns or a drop more, but nothing wide to show off. And while we're discussing that, you should make certain before you lift up the Torah that there's a seam in the middle of where you're lifting the Torah. You know, every bunch of columns, there's another parchment that's sewn together to the next. Try to have one of those seams open in the middle when you lift up the Torah for Hagbah. The reason for that is because if, God forbid, a tear does happen, it'll happen along the seam, which is there exposed, whereas if there wasn't a seam exposed, there could, God forbid, be a tear along the actual letters, which could ruin that entire piece of the Torah. If it tears along the seam, it just needs re-sewing with the proper kinds of stitching. Also, the people should not say the words Vizos HaTorah until after they actually see the writing on the Torah. So wait until the man lifts up the Torah and has it pointing in your direction, and then point, if you point, and say Vizos HaTorah Shesam Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael. Some people point with their pinky, some kiss their pinky. All kinds of nice customs are available there. Also, it is considered a nice thing, if you can, to try to get close enough to see an actual letter of the Torah. Our rabbis tell us that that's a segula that will help you have good eyesight as long as you can pick out the letters of the Torah when it's being raised for Hagbah. And if you're the person raising the Torah, remember to spin all the way such that the Torah is shown to all the different corners of the shul so that everybody could see the letters, the writing inside of the Torah. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.